the Denver Broncos, we keep hearing like, man, if it doesn't look good, they may be sellers at the deadline. They got a couple pieces that they could get equity for in the last year of their contract. Let's start with someone like a Jerry Jeudy, a wide receiver. Do we expect Denver to be in play and teams to be calling them about taking some of their players and Denver being willing to move guys?
Well, Denver's definitely getting calls about a lot of different players, and that's in part because it's been apparent for weeks now within the league that they're willing to listen on practically anybody on the roster, and that's not unusual. I don't think, especially a guy like George Payton, who's an experienced NFL executive, he's going to take every call because why would you not? I think that when you zoom out and you look at where the Broncos are right now, and you look at a game like Thursday night against the Chiefs. There's an uncharacteristic error made by Sean Payton in that game, losing track of the downs,
right,
calling a timeout, and basically gifting the Chiefs a field goal before halftime here. To me, and knowing Sean Payton's history, you get the sense that there's so much swirling around and he's trying to fix so many things at once that maybe some of those types of things happen because they're just kind of slipping through the cracks right now. And that's not an excuse. If Nathaniel Hackett did that, they would have, phone in Jerry Rosberg and have him come and become a game management specialist. You wouldn't, you're not thinking that with Sean Payton. But, in terms of building that culture, building the roster and the personnel the way that he wants it to, I think that Sean was, optimistic. He's very confident in his abilities. But I don't want to say he underestimated how far he had to go. But you watch them play right now, and it's obvious the parts don't entirely fit together. Denver also, between the Russell Wilson trade and the Sean Payton trade, they're missing a lot of premier draft capital. Well, how do you get that draft capital back? It's not flipping Randy Gregory for a 6-7 flop, even though that's better than getting nothing for him. It's certainly not cutting Frank Clark, who just was never going to be a good fit with what they were doing in Denver, not a good fit with Sean Payton and the way that he wants to build that team. It's moving. Is it a Justin Simmons? Is it a Jerry Jeudy? A Cortland Sutton? Could they get calls on, Javonte Williams? I'm just listing names of guys who potentially be in demand someplace else. Pat Surtain is probably the one who it's going to cost you an exorbitant amount to go get, but why would you not listen on everybody? Because this is a long-term type of a building plan. I shouldn't even say long-term because Sean Payton's not thinking, okay, we're going to be bad for 3 years and then come back. He doesn't want to be bad this year. Maybe there's opportunities for teams to offer him something, in terms of players that might be able to help them right now. But they do need to replenish the draft capital. They do need to flip over that roster. In order to do that, to get good players, whether it's now or next April or in the future, you got to probably give up good players. And you got 18 days to do that before the deadline. I don't know that it's a complete fire sale and they pull off 8 trades here, but I do know that they're going to listen, and we'll see what deals are able to get done.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.